Rats. I want a full building suite. Got me.
Knock you out and look good.
You'll be doing that one for days. Almost there.
Well, good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good day so far, or had a good day, depending where you're at in the world. Yeah. Good morning, DP. Top of the morning to you. I am doing all right. How are you doing? Hopefully you had a good day. And today we are taking a look at Solarpunk, which we got a taste of yesterday after we finished playing on Lotro. You're doing fine? Good. And I have to say that since the game released yesterday, the reviews are interesting. So, currently sitting at 75% positive on Steam with some very valid criticisms. And we're going to go over some of those as we play. Alright, now I'm just going to grab a few thises, and that's, oh, and as you can see, I've already built the airship dock. So, once you finish the tutorial of this, yeah, we're going to be going over all of that. And good morning, Rorschach. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. Wait, is it Tuesday? I think it is. Yes, it is. Wow. But yes, we're going to be going over the good, the bad, all that stuff. You're just waking up? Ah. Okay. Then I will give you a little time to decide what kind of day it is. Because I know when I'm first waking up, I'm like, yeah, no, nobody bother me. I'll let you know in a little while what kind of day it is. Alright, go ahead and put that stuff away. You can see I moved my little garden up here. Oh, we need to water. Trust me, there's a reason I moved my garden up here. My caffeine levels. I actually don't do as nearly as much caffeine as I used to. Not saying I don't do the caffeine still, but just not like I used to. Oh, I'll go ahead and grab all this cotton. Now, one of the things that is relatively painless in this game is the planting. Gardening is relatively easy. Although, like in the real world, you have to water things a lot. You keep having to come back here and water some stuff. I haven't gotten sprinklers yet. Forgot to send that back down. And yeah, my little box that's like currently my home. Yeah, sprinklers will be nice. Although I have heard, I have been reading the reviews and the comments in the forum, and sprinklers don't seem to be very effective. We'll see. Okay, we're out of space. Okay. Go ahead and make some cloth. Now, right off the bat, one thing I am going to complain about. Yes, I'm going to complain about something. There is no crafting from containers. So if you want to make something, you got to go grab stuff out of your containers and make it. So that's always a fun thing. Oh, I must have to go down to the... Okay, I need to go down to the dock. What do I need? 10 iron, 3 cloth, and I have the crash ship components. Okay, another thing we need to talk about right off the bat is co-op. If you're thinking about getting this to co-op with a couple of friends, you might want to reconsider that purchase. It seems like co-op is a little bit wonky. So, take for example the airship. You would think you could build an airship and have somebody join you on your airship. No. From what I can tell, everybody has to have their own airship. Hopefully that was enough iron. And their own dock. Because only one airship can dock on a dock. Okay. And we have our airship built. A lot of people are complaining about how fiddly it is to fly the airship, how easy it is to crash it. And the smallest little crash will pretty much destroy the airship. We're going to find out in a little bit. So yeah, my big thing for me is that crafting from container. Also, items have a very limited item number stack. So it's either stacking in stacks of 16 or stacks of 32. I don't know why those particular numbers, but it does make storing things painful. Okay, so stone stacks at 32. Sand only stacks to 16. Wood and stick stack to 32. But iron ingots only stack to 16. While bricks stack to 32. Glass only stacks to 16. Doesn't make any sense. Would like to see everything stacked to at least 32. Preferably maybe even double that to 64. Because it's making inventory management an absolute nightmare. Oh yes, the tool durability. I am going to gripe about the tool durability. Because the starter tools, I swear you can sneeze on them and they break. And there is no repairing them either. So I can't even tell you how many tools I've already gone through. Now I saw them say something about there's a map marker, huh? Repair kit. It takes 5 iron per kit? Are you absolutely serious? I'm only making one. Alright. We have one repair kit. I think I should get myself a little bit of food and water in me. Go ahead and water this stuff. Thunderstorms are fun. Yes, I left that on. So, yes, I could get struck by lightning. Plants do get struck by lightning. Mature plants, that is. And, of course, it will kill the plant if that happens. I do like the graphics. Of course, I like the graphics from playing the demo. I will be fair. It is made by a team of 2 people. So there is that about the game. Put that in there for the moment. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to make a chest, which requires wood. So, here, make a chest that I can put near the garden. There, I can put that in there. And it's nighttime. And when it's nighttime, it's definitely nighttime. Alright, let's get some sleep, shall we? Of course, I'm gonna wake up to it raining. Probably shouldn't complain. Means I don't have to water. Alright, we're gonna find out just how bad the controls are on this. Okay, W is forward, S is brake. Double tap S to reverse. Steering your airship using the mouse. Base rises. Is it left control descends? A docking indicator, upper light, regular docking is possible. Lower light, nearby dock detected. Hover near the ground to dock, the airship will automatically descend. If you lost or crashed your airship, you can retrieve it at your dock. L toggles the light. T changes the camera view. Right mouse looks around only in first person. Docking and precise flying is more easy in first person. So E for docking, L for toggling the light, T for changing the camera view, WS, space, and I think that's left control. Alright, let's find out how this thing slide. I'm not trying to dock. Doofus. Ooh. Definitely a little, fiddly. I see my dock. Why are we so far down from where we were? Okay. There's a third person view. Abandoned ship. I think it's supposed to be a proximity warning. Yeah, it is almost impossible to see anything in this. Now, where is that? There it is. Boy, we are way above it now. Boy, I almost feel like I need a flight sim control stick for this. I see the platform. I'm assuming that's the spot we're aiming for there to initiate docking. Yep. I didn't manage to do that without crashing the first time. That's amazing. Need a cobalt to repair that. Oh, look, we have a little friendly robot in here. Hello. You want 4 watermelons and you will trade for a sprinkler set. Alright. Huh. Okay. Unlocks the energy workbench. You can craft it in the wooden crafting table. Additional unlocks, cable, network display, sprinklers, energy generators, and drills. So that's what you're going to give us. Okay. Alright, so, boy, what a pain in the butt to get here. Now we know what we need. We need watermelon, which means we need to find or acquire some watermelon seeds. I'm looking at the things. I'm assuming we'll be able to make something like that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's fine. I do need to drink some water and eat anyway. That's better. Well, now we can see the full size of our island from here. It's actually not a bad size. Okay. We kind of love tapped it, but I think we did it just fine. Oh, we can look around. Whoa, what's that over there? Couple, I guess, other oh, there's supposed to be 2 biomes, so that must be the second biome, which looks very icy. Most of them look like, whoa, that's a big island. Alright, so the little robot vendor is like almost up above us. Almost. Interesting. Oh, our stuff's ready. I wonder if we just let them grow as as it rains, if we even have to worry about planting, or will they die if they don't get water? Well, since I'm not going out flying the airship at night, let's look around a bit. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up building the base right in here. Although my first choice for the main house seems kind of slow, not very conducive to building. At least the spot down there is nice and flat. There's a nice big space right in the center where the pond is. But there's also this nice big space up top too. And our airship. Oh, if you were ever wondering, that's where your airship is, or your crashed one. Very pretty at night. Game does not give you a whole lot of story here. Like, no information as to who you are, why you crashed here. Why is nobody looking for you? Nothing. So, I would say this is a very sandbox game. Because beyond the short tutorial, you're kind of left to your own devices to figure things out, to do what you want, or not do anything, I guess. Nope, I'm gonna wait to see if it rains. This is your spawn. Yeah, no kidding. This is my spawn point. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Hopefully that stuff just stops growing until I can get back here with a sprinkler. So, he says he wants watermelon. The heck am I supposed to find watermelon at? I'm not trying to dock, I'm trying to undock. Got doofus. What island should I go to? I'm gonna go check out this little teeny tiny island over here. I can no longer see. We're done. Yeah, we're pretty far up. I imagine if I jump, I'm going to dying. Okay. I guess we managed that without too much trouble. Oh, look. What we got here? Watermelon. Well, that was convenient. First island I end up on as watermelon. sand. Better get some stone. Oh, copper. Okay. Feel like I'm gonna need some more stone and sticks. Then we'll get some more copper. And free cotton. I'll take free cotton. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not waiting to create a miner to do this. I'm just going to do it myself, even if I have to go through 50 pickaxes. When I do that. Even doing it this way, we seem to be getting a decent amount of ore, though. Oop, I need one more stone. And I find one more piece of stone. Oh, isn't the game incredibly kind to us? Oh, incredibly kind. I turn around and there's like stone everywhere. And sticks. We've got almost 3 stacks now. Might as well keep going. See if we can get a 4th stack before we go back. Oh, I'm missing stone again. Only got almost 4 stacks. I think we're gonna call that good. Okay, where's home? Ah, there's home. My airship can get out of its own way when you speed it up to full speed. Huh, not bad. Hello, chicken. Hello, Pickles. Yeah, the chicken's name is Pickles. Maybe I should make another pickaxe while I'm standing here. That's right. Oh, I need more. Yeah, I need more storage already. Heck. Shove that in there for the moment. Oh, let's see. Yes, I hear you, bird. It's too bad you're not on the menu. Could I be making some chicken dinner right now? Yeah, I still have room for that. Wonder. Might as well get some copper ingots started. I guess the bird's not dumb enough to fall off the side of the world. Do you mind? Clearly it doesn't. What, you guarding my garden, or are you just waiting for the stuff to grow so you can steal it? Huh? What you doing? What you doing, Burb? I'm gonna put those watermelon in there for the moment. So... Oh, okay. That's what a copper bar looks like? Or are we serious? That's what a copper bar looks like. It's like a copper rod. Oh, I need to refill that. There we go. Oh! I have unlocked some more research. Last materials. Iron tools. Basic home decor. Farming, animals, and decoration. We need wheat for that. Okay. So that's how you unlock research, by the way. So we'll go ahead and unlock that. I need wood, wood and cloth, wood and glass, lots of wood. There's cloth. Wood. I think I needed that. I know I needed that. Alright. Glass material. Research. Iron tools. Research. Basic home decor. Research. Shelves and dressers. Research. The only thing we need to research now is farming and animal decoration, and that comes with finding and growing wheat. I have to admit, once you figure out how to unlock tiers of research, that part seems to be pretty easy. So I wonder, What have we learned on the build menu? Glass pieces. Okay. So we don't know how to do brick structures yet. We can make glass pieces, which conceivably means we can make a greenhouse. Oh, I guess we need to make another pickaxe. Aha. 2 sticks and 3 iron make a metal pickaxe. Okay, we have a metal pickaxe. We can make a metal axe. And a metal hoe. Well, we don't need the hoe at the moment, but good to know that we can do that. Let's see how much longer a metal pickaxe lasts. A lot longer. It's still gonna break pretty quick, but the stone pickaxe would have broken a long time ago. We managed to get 18 iron before that broke. So definitely progress. Oh, I need to take that out first. Alright, so we got some more iron smelting. And where did I put the copper? We'll get some more of that started too. Okay, I need to water the garden. Definitely starting with the watermelon. are you doing in my garden, Barb? Yeah, my garden. I'm gonna throw you down this well. Almost sounds like that they arguing with me. Hurry up and finish growing. Everything needs to hurry up and finish growing. All of it. We'll wait for that last one to finish growing too. Then I can replant all 7 of them. This definitely feels like a game of patience, which, to be perfectly honest, I have a little short supply of, but we'll try. We'll try being patient. You know, if they allow this game to be modded, somebody's going to mod in the ability to create a chicken dinner, right? Okay, the rest of y'all need to grow now. All you need to grow. Oh look, little teeny tiny watermelons. Can confirm that's kind of what they would look like. Yeah, I would almost be tempted to build the house down there. If I knew how big the house was going to be. Not over here. Hmm. Oh, that's the same place we go to from the other side. That's right. That's where the our shipwreck is. Bark, bark, bark. I haven't even bothered with the fishing rod yet. Magnetic fishing rod might fish other stuff in different lakes. 5 stick, 2 stone, 4 iron. Alright. Stick. Stone. Iron. That's funny. You see it? I don't think it would fly around like that. I'm just saying. It is a magnet after all, but it just would not be doing that. Now I might as well finish off using up this axe and get it out of the way. Perfect. I was exactly able to get all those trees before it broke. Does watermelon need to be watered again? Well, they are called watermelon for a reason. Ooh, that's not good. UA Solarpunk has crashed. Okay, that's the second time I've seen that happen. And the first time I've seen it happen like this. There it goes, it finished crashing. And it seemed to manage to crash Steam too. restart Steam. So yeah, it meant to crash so hard that it crashed Steam. That is probably not a good thing. Oh, Steam's having a bullet festival. Oh, that's kind of interesting. We'll have to look at that later. Hopefully I didn't just lose a whole bunch of progress. That would suck. Dang, that was rough. And okay, DP, I just saw your message. Alright, let's see how much progress we've... Not too much. Looks like... just that harvesting cycle. Oh, and I guess the gathering with the axe. Alright. We'll start with the harvesting stuff then. Okay, that's definitely a downside about the game. It seems to have some optimization issues. Yeah, at the very least you could lay eggs, right? Right? Do I want to... Alright, let's look. I really want to build with the brick. I guess we're going to hold off until we can unlock this. We'll just stick to this little teeny tiny house for the moment. I guess if we're going to do that, at the very least we should give ourselves a window or two. Door, window. Roof and piece. Is that what I think it's going to be? Uh-huh. Alright, we don't need it right now, though. We at least have a window or two, so it doesn't feel quite so constricted in here. Nope. There we go. Oh! They're ready. So we have our watermelon. Whenever it's too late to go back out there. Probably should have eaten before I left. Oh, we're almost there. Nope, not close enough to get the docking. Just need to be a little bit closer. Come on. There we go. Hello. Here's your watermelon. I received 1 sprinkler, 1 generator, 1 network cable, 1 network display, and 6 cable connectors. So, 12 cotton will get us a blueprint. 20 beeswax will get us a blueprint. Looks like 10 watermelon will get us a blueprint. And I don't know what the 32 copper is for. But the beeswax and the cotton are already quite doable. Oh good, we get to fly home in the dark. I should have written that stuff down. I remember the cotton, but I don't, beeswax. I think I'm going to be trying to set this up in the dark. Beeswax, cotton. And we have 2 extra watermelon. Good. To get food to probably eat. Does that mean we've also learned how to make these things, or we just got some for free? Okay, so we just got some for free. Right, so we got plants we can make. Loads of different plants. including some hanging plants, which I already have one up, I think. Of course, our bed. You can make a love seat, a full couch, or a chair, basically. A couple of different tables. A couple of different small tables. One I have by the bed. A couple of different chairs. Why do they call that a commode? It is not a commode. It is a dress. Oh my god. Wait a second, I gotta look up the word commode now, because I'm pretty sure commode means something completely different. Okay, like I trust Wikipedia. No, a commode is any of many pieces of furniture. The first relevant definition reads, a piece of furniture with drawers and shelves. In the bedroom, a sort of elaborate chest of drawers. Another meaning attested is a washstand, a piece of furniture equipped with a basin, jug, and towel rail, and also with space to store the chamber pot behind closed doors. So that's why we call a toilet a commode. Okay, so the word, they are using the word correctly, but dang, I wasn't expecting that. Considering I usually see the word commode and think toilet. A nightstand. Nice. You have a shelf, various carpets, a flower box. I'm assuming that's a window box, bookshelf. Ooh, nice. Can have a picture that sits on a shelf, or a picture that hangs on the wall. You can have a bowl of fruit, rectangular bushes, storage shelves, which is what you organize your crate, your chests on. You saw those outside already. And we're getting a nice little collection of pieces. Yeah, that's the storage shelves. Very handy. We'll put this stuff away for the moment. I'm also going to wait for this stuff to finish growing. Well, I'm going to grab those. I'm not losing any of my plants to thunderstorm. Also, I want to clear out the bed before I start rearranging things to go with the sprinkler. that up. Oh, really? I'm gonna put the watering can up, and you decide you're thirsty. Stupid plant. Well, while we're waiting for those to finish growing, let's go back up to the platform and see what else we can get. Ooh. Oh, that's right. That requires a cobalt to repair. Hello. Okay. The next thing we need is the watermelon. Alright. Okay, we've unlocked an energy workbench. I can either unlock solar panel. I feel like I might have to unlock the solar panel. Okay, so next blueprint we'll be able to unlock weather station and switch, weather forecast station and manual switch. And then to unlock tier 2, we need to find silicon. Pretty straightforward. What did you need next? Watermelons, 10 of them. Really, you're gonna starve me for a weather station. While we're out, might as well go check out another island. There seems to be one over there. Flying over it. Of course, I can't see it now. Well, am I going to be able to get back up to the ship? I don't think I can. Oh, shoot. Maybe, I might have to build myself a stair up to it. Oh, got some raspberries. Good, because we are hungry. more copper. We might as well grab some, make this worth our while. Alright. Well, we managed to get almost a full stack. Okay. Okay. Come on, get up there. Oh, shoot, that scared me. I'm not trying to build it on the airship. I'm just trying to build it up to the airship. What do you want me to do? Oop, ouch. Okay, we need to build it a little further back then. We got a piece floating up in the air. Oh my god. Ouch. Good morning. You're really excited about some new things coming to Malifaux. 4th edition. You're watching Adepticon presentation last night. Nice. Alright, come on. I'm supposed to do this. Like that! Woo! Well, that was, that was pretty janky, but we got it. There's some random stairs on that. How are you doing today, Wolf? Other than, obviously, being very excited. Hold on, let me get Doc, and I'll take a look at that. They plan on releasing a campaign mode expansion and co-op expansion, and you can combine them. That actually sounds nice. Put that in there. Oh, burb. You had a pretty busy day yesterday. You're a bit tired. Relatable. Did I enjoy being a bear again yesterday morning? I did. Still seem to be having certain issues with the sound crashing. But, what are you gonna do about it? Let's see, I need some fuel. Get that copper started. Okay, these stones are driving me nuts. I might as well pick them up. Oh yes, and I need to make a new pickaxe. Iron and, was it sticks or wood? I can't remember which. I'll grab both. And it was the sticks, okay. Today, we're having fun looking at the game Solarpunk and talking about the ups and downs. And I tell you what, the airship controls are kind of finicky. Not gonna lie. I can see why some people are asking for a autopilot mode. And it's not necessarily the controls themselves that are so bad. It's the view range while you're on the ship is horrible. Bad you don't have a golem that you could feed rock to for other rocks? Oh, you mean like in Teddy's Haven? You feed him rocks and he gives you different ores and crystals? Yeah, we've already talked about some people don't like that the game is in first person only. People are saying that even if you're in co-op, you can't ride as someone else's airship. Everybody has to have their own airship. And only one airship can dock at a dock at once. Which means when you go up to the trader platform, only one person can dock their ship. So people are not happy about that. The airship seems to have the strength of a wet tissue paper. So even the slightest bump can cause it to break. I don't know. I have managed not to bump into anything so far. Of course, everybody having to make their own dock and airship means that competition for the limited resources, it's full release. My personal complaints include the fact that there is no crafting from container, and items stacked either in stacks of 16 or 32, making it necessary to have a lot of containers, especially if you have a lot of stuff. So that's an annoyance. Hopefully, I mean, it's a duo team, but they've also been working on this for quite some time, so. Iron, copper, wood, and glass make an energy crafting table. I think we're going to have to seriously consider building a larger house first. Obviously not in the middle of the night, though. So let's go ahead, get some sleep, and advance to daytime. Grab that and put that seed away for the moment. So I could use this whole space here for gardening. Like I said, move a house up there, except we're going to find something out real quick. And I need to grab some materials. Like I said, there is no crafting from container, which means I need materials on me if I'm building something. I don't think I'm gonna need any iron or brick, but I'll take a little just in case. We'll start more copper. Alright, let's look up here one more time. Key changes height. So if you hold down the T button on the keyboard and move the mouse, it'll change the height up and down. Corners must touch the ground. Okay. Why did you... That is as good as that's gonna get. Okay. Here's the building mechanics are very finicky. Yeah, they're a little finicky. I mean, I can't say I've not seen worse, but I've definitely seen better. All right. Still looks a little boxy, but a roof. Ah, that's what I want right there. Probably looks like ass from the back, from the outside, but I don't care. No, 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 that's not quite what we wanted to do. That's what we wanted. Let's see. Do I have... Um... Really? Oh, wait. There is one. It's the default. Okay. Not placing it in the area. Doofus. Trying to place it on the building. Oh, I did not want to do that. Oops. Put that wall back in. Now, this. we doing with this spot here? Nope. Nope. Alright, and it's nighttime, so I can't see Jack and Diddley. Oh yeah, she's really thirsty too, so. And hungry. Hello, Burb. What are you doing, Burb? Now back to this little problem. I don't want it right there. So you won't let me connect that any other way. I'm trying to place this thing in the air. It really does not want to put that piece there. Word is hoping to get the expansions out by Gen Con, which will be the last weekend of July, beginning of August. They want to release new models for them before they release the book. It sounds like they have a solid plan. This is why women shouldn't do roofing. Joking. Good morning. Good morning, Kay. I never was great at roofs. Gus is always much better at roofs than me, but this is like an absolute pain in the butt. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything with this corner. Weird. I did it again. I apparently don't like this wall very much. And this one build piece doesn't seem to want to work right now. And I've already used it for most of the rest of the roof, but now it doesn't work. Hold on, we're gonna see if restarting the game helps, because this is absolute pain in the backside. And I have seen some janky build mechanics in survival games, but this has got to be especially the roof, has got to be the jankiest. No, I take that back. What was that? There was another survival game that had worse, but yeah, it just does not want to do what I want it to do. The piece isn't even showing up here. It shows up on the ground, but it doesn't show up where it's supposed to. The actual, you know what? I'm not gonna bother with it right now. I'll figure it out later. But hey, if building's your thing and that's a consideration for the game, that's a thing. What did I just break? I broke something. The rest of it went on fine, but that corner there is giving me all sorts of trouble. I don't know what I just broke. I have no clue. There, got a little teeny tiny porch. No bigger than a postage stamp, but then the house isn't that big either. I should probably eat. Now they thought of that. It is a very small house. It's very small. Hello, Burb. What are you doing, Burb? Staying out of trouble? No, you're probably getting into all sorts of trouble, aren't you? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Fun fact, did you know there exists a Spider-Man villain called the Wall? He suffered an accident that fused him with a wall. He now has the strength and endurance of one. Really? No, I did not know that. And good morning, Nicholas. How are you? We need more wood. Realize we're out of wood. Doing good. Finished watching the Nintendo Direct earlier. Nothing too much to say besides some games that look good but aren't the type you would buy. They announced the new Dragon Quest monsters. At least they seem to be able to do Dragon Quest games better than Pokemon games lately. They also revealed a tiny bit of the remaster of Ocarina of Time. I heard they were doing that. Alright, furniture. Okay. I want a nightstand. And a dresser. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit that. We'll do that. Bookcase. Shelf. Am I out of space? I must be out of space. That's what I thought. I'm out of space. I'll shove a couple of things in here that I don't need at the moment. There we go. Too bad it doesn't also work as storage. Of course, it's nighttime again. You can't see a sleeping thing. Also, if you like cooking games, they're revealed a pixel art style one set in the world of One Piece. I haven't honestly found a cooking game that I really like. Okay. Don't know what that random art's supposed to be about. That looks kind of weird. Nope. How are we gonna do this? Well, usually that would be a coffee table, but we have very limited space here. Uh-oh, what did I do with that? That's what I did with it. It's not super fancy, but there, turn that off. It's slightly bigger than the shoebox we've been living in. I almost feel like I could take this down. Little burb. Don't you sass me. Put that over there for the moment. Now, of course, that's not just rain. That is a thunderstorm. Yep, we're moving. Don't feel like getting hit by lightning. You finished the print for the western building last Friday. It took 5 days to complete. Dang, that's a bit of time. Oh. Yeah, but my plan is to replace that with a greenhouse. Okay, storm is over. Herb, you're getting on my nerves. And Bird's like, I don't care. I was here first. want the wood. I need the glass, where that is. Of course, it was the last chest I opened. Literally, the very last chest. Kind of wish I could move these instead of just breaking them. I can test with one of them. But I think, yeah, demolishing that gets rid of the water in it. That's what I thought. So we're not going to do that again. Dang, it got dark already? I guess it takes some time to deconstruct a thing, doesn't it? We've got to get some plants growing because I'm going to run out of food soon. Well, we've done all that. That's something I've hardly used. Glass. I'm gonna try. Nope. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, I need more sticks. Really? Oh. Nope. Ah. I was gonna say, I know I have sticks somewhere. Really? Is that gonna clip through? You know, some games have figured out how to do this without having plants clip through. That's gonna bug me. Oh, I'm out of sticks again. I'm almost out of glass. I am out of glass, okay. That's probably one of the easier things to fix. Once I have more sticks, which I can make. I need to find the sand and the furnaces. The moment we'll set up the furnaces down here. And of course it's going to thunderstorm again. Ooh, actually I can move these now. Hold on. Not an ideal place for them, but they're out of the way. They catch the water. I don't care. You see it hit the roof? Yeah, thunder, lightning, oh, whole 9 yards. Whoa! Yep, not standing right there. Oh, isn't it getting late in real life? It's 11:46 here. So not quite yet. But thank you for keeping an eye on the time for me. Greenhouse, yes, greenhouse. Whoa! Man, a little too close for comfort there. Building one in the middle of a storm certainly is something else, isn't it? Can I hold an iron rod? I would prefer not to become a lightning rod, thanks. Oh, that was fun. Apparently you can make the game easier by selecting not to be able to get hit by lightning. I chose to actually leave that on because there is no combat in the game, so you have no enemies. And I figured, you know what? We're going to actually give us some sense of urgency in the game. If that happens to be I can get hit by lightning, that's fine. Oh, we're very hungry. Wait, where's my break glass in case of emergency? Honey bread. You actually start with this at the beginning of the game, And I've been holding on to it and for the point where I actually need it, and I actually need it right now. Oh, you're out of fuel. There, some fuel. Now get to work. Seems like when we're working on progressing something, that's when the thunderstorms get the worst. Of course, it is nighttime again. But, the good news is we have the wall put for the greenhouse. Well, I'm thinking about it. We better get some berries growing. We're not gonna last with the little bit of food we have. Now, thunderstorms will hit your mature crops and destroy them. Also very fun. So we want start with the corners. And what am I doing with this spot? that doesn't work. Okay. Figure it out in a minute. Maybe not. I think we've run out of glass. Oh, sticks. Okay, I think I might know what I'm going to do with it. But I'm going to need a lot more sand to finish it. Well, you got a greenhouse started. And I feel like down here I'll actually build a workshop. So we'll have 3 tiers. Workshop, gardening area, and we'll go up and we'll have housing. That should work. I mean, always a good idea to separate your work from your living space. Now, the big question. Would I recommend y'all buy this? Now, y'all know I'm not all about watching your pocketbook, because what y'all do with your money is your business. However, and the current state of the game, and with people expressing dissatisfaction with so many different aspects of it, your bedroom is also your office and film studio. See, yeah, I have a separate room for recording and streaming than I do for sleeping. God bless America. How many thunderstorms are we going to get in a row? But, like I said, I'm not into telling people what they should and shouldn't buy. Because, like I said, I'm not watching your pocketbook. And that's your business. But, I'm looking at my list of good versus not good that I wrote down before the stream. And that list of not good is a lot longer than the list of good. And while I'm enjoying the game so far, I have to say there are definitely some considerable pain points with it. Like I said, one of my personal pain points is you can't craft from containers. The very limited item stacks in your inventory and your chest. The clunky airship controls, y'all saw me have trouble flying that thing, and that might have been a me issue, but I don't think so, because several other people have complained about it. The fact that the co-op isn't a true co-op, so you can't ride on somebody else's airship. Everybody has to have their own. Only one airship can dock at a dock, which means if you're going to that trading post, only one person can dock at a time. That's a pain. That is not a very well thought out co-op. Of course, I like the theme. I do like that it's created by a very small team of 2 people. I like the fact that you can pretty much build wherever you want on the island. I like that the plants do grow fast. And honest, in my list of likes, I actually like that we can get hit by lightning. Since there's no combat, at least there's some sort of danger in the game. But, having said all that, my recommendation would be to hold off. Don't buy the game right just yet. Definitely don't buy the game at full price if you decide you want to try it. Don't buy the game expecting a seamless co-op experience. Don't buy the game if you're looking for quest objectives. And so for now, can it? I mean, unless you're playing solo just to, you know, build stuff and explore a little, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if they fix some of these things, I will let y'all know. I will keep a very close eye on the game, because I have been interested in this for a year now. So I'm really, really crossing my fingers, hoping they will fix some of these pain points. But as it sits right now, I can't in good conscience say, yes, go out and spend your $23 to buy the game. We'll see how it progresses. That's all I can say. What game? It's called Solarpunk. It just came out yesterday. I've had my eye on this since I tried out the demo almost a year ago. GTA 6. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not going to be playing GTA 6. I've never played GTA anything. Not my type of game. I will watch people play it. It seems interesting enough. I'm just not into being a criminal in the game. It does have some nice things. For the most part, the building is fine. The roof part, that needs some work. Of course, I've never been great at building roofs, but even I can tell the roof building isn't the best. I really do like the lightning storms. Like I said, at least you have some sense of danger in the game. So we're actually going to end off by taking a look at some of the reviews. Dang. Okay, hopefully I don't come back to the game and I've starved to death, but you know, that's a thing. So, currently sitting at 75% positive. You started Red Dead Redemption last week. You're working on that now? I missed what you're talking about because of missing. Oh, no problem. Says Solarpunk is a survival game in a technically advanced world of floating islands. Alone or together with your friends, you can construct buildings, grow food, craft gadgets, and hop on your airship to explore distant islands in the sky. Red Dead 2. Okay. I haven't gotten Red Dead 2. It's on my wish list, but I haven't gotten it. Someday, I'll get it. It is $22.99. Like I said, just came out yesterday as a full release. This is not early access. Keep that in mind. Now, they did say they had a very big list of things. So it says, Solarpunk is for you if you want a relaxed game without pressure. Enjoy building and decorating a cozy home base. Oh, okay, it's on the PS Plus catalog. Makes sense. Like farming, crafting, and improving your base. Want to play alone or relax with friends? Although the with friends part doesn't sound very relaxing. Enjoy handcrafted islands and light exploration. The world is handcrafted, not randomly generated. Exploration supports the sandbox and is intensely light for a relaxing experience. Okay, I do like that part. I like that the world's handcrafted. Kind of like Enshrouded, the world's the world's a mix of handcrafted and procedural, but mostly handcrafted. I do like that. Like sandbox goals after the main progression. After around 20 hours, most of the main content is explored, and the game then switches the focus to your home base, farm, decoration, personal goals. I actually like a game that gives us the freedom to create whatever goals we want, which is one of the reasons I was interested in the game. Made by a very small core team, designed as a focused, cozy experience. Now it says, Solarpunk is not for you if you expect PvP, PvE, or competitive multiplayer. I don't know anybody that was expecting any PvP in this game, but there is no PvP, PvE, no raids, no base attacks, no competitive survival gameplay, aside from the lightning strikes, which would like to raid your base on a regular basis. Solarpunk does not have a story campaign, so if you like story-driven games, you will probably not like it. If you expect a huge open world with endless exploration, the game has a limited set of handcrafted islands and 2 biomes, but is not built across endless world discovery. If you want hundreds of hours before reaching Sandbox, the main progression can be completed in around 20 hours. However, many players still spend dozens of hours building their home base. If you want dedicated multiplayer servers or crossplay, there are no public servers. One player hosts the game. There is no crossplay at the moment. And if you expect combat, deep character creation, or AAA scale systems, the character editor is simple. The game is not trying to match large studios' survival games in scope. That's fair enough. I mean, I'd like the character creator to be a little less simple. It's a little too simple. I don't mind that, though. I don't care that the game is not trying to match some AAA studio scale. However, let's look at the reviews. I played the demo of this game over a year ago during Steam Next Fest. I really enjoyed the short demo and was really looking forward to release with so much more to come. Their words. I went in all excited to finally play again, but after playing for a few hours, I could hardly notice a difference between the demo and now. We can now go to other islands, but they feel just as empty as the first island. I thought to myself, well, I guess it's early release, so more will come. Only after a few hours of playing did I go to the Steam page and realize, no, this is actually the full release. I'm sorry, what? To make it easier, I'm going to list what things I like and then things I don't really like. This is by Maru. The good. The art style is pleasant to look at. Building a house is nice. I really like all the roof options. It excels there compared to most games with house building, honestly. I kind of had a separate opinion of that, but okay. It performed well both on my mid-range PC and the Steam Deck, which I barely tried, but it looked to run well in medium settings. So not so good. It feels extremely isolating. I've only played solo, which of course makes it even worse. But I don't think even multiplayer would save this from feeling isolating. Being on a small island by yourself, no NPCs to find, the closest area you can visit with the ship has a damn robot that tells you blueprints. I would have preferred a human or other living creature to give it a small bit of life. Flying the ship is not the greatest experience. I also insta-died because I had a minor crash, while the ship seemed to be completely fine by the little bump. Other islands don't have docks, at least not the ones I went to, with the exception of the shop place or whatever it is, and lining up the ship well enough to be able to jump off and back on again is unnecessarily tricky. I assume a dock can be built, but that's yet another thing to spend lots of materials on. Speaking of materials, things are often too expensive to make, so I feel like I have to farm for materials all the time and get little out of it. Hunger and thirst go down quickly, so farming is both necessary and annoying. You have to water way too often, so it's essentially a speed run to get electricity and sprinklers for it to become at least more bearable. Things take a lot of electricity. One generator outputs 120 watts, and one drill takes 120 watts, so one drill needs a generator by itself. The generator also only has 12 minutes of uptime, which you get from inserting 16 wood. Every 12 minutes you gotta insert 16 wood if you want to keep the electricity going. Or you can go the solar panel route, which is what I use for my crops, separately from the drill. But it only works during the daytime and will not work if a cloud is blocking the sun even partially. Plus one for slight realism. Customization is really limited. A handful of hairstyles, a few color choices for the clothes, and 2 skin colors. In a full release, you also can't turn your character around during customization, so who knows how those hairstyles look from behind until your friend sends you a screenshot. I haven't tried multiplayer yet. I was intending on doing so tomorrow after trying it out myself first. I enjoy taking my time soaking games in solo first. But according to reviews, it has issues. The biggest issue, which seems to be an odd design choice, is that only one person can use the ship at a time. I would have wanted to be able to explore the skies with my friend. The only way to do so is to build another ship and fly close to each other. However, you can't dock 2 ships at the same dock either, so you would also have 2 docks. If an island has 1 dock, good luck player 2. It apparently doesn't have any kind of chat system either, which might be an issue for some who don't want to rely on other services. Just the fact that it feels like an early access title, but is a full release, price is way too high for what it is. Had I known of these issues a little earlier, I would have refunded, but I'm too far past the 2-hour point now. I was too excited about it to wait and see what other people thought before buying it, and I can regret that now. I might try to play it a little more, but unless they actually improve greatly on this, I don't see myself putting many more hours in. Very sad, considering how much I looked forward to this. And they went over a lot of issues that other people have had with the game. So, now here's somebody who actually backed this on Kickstarter when it was kickstarted. I and my wife kickstarted this game specifically to play together. Once we got the co-op working, we spent some time building up and so forth. Shared research, hey good, that's nice. Then I got an airship built and my wife couldn't even walk aboard. She could not walk onto the deck of my airship. In fact, she fell off the island in the attempt and discovered another huge disappointment. A cozy, relaxed game with inventory dropping / corpse running. Who thought that made any sense? Edit to add, we are aware of the lower difficulty setting, but to be honest, the standard setting is easy enough as to make this choice stand out as, in my opinion, pretty stupid. So she got an airship built just in time to discover the delights of having near zero visibility when flying in the rain. We headed for the trade platform and she ran into it too fast and died. I'll get to your point in a second, Wolf. I feel like that maybe should not quite have taken her out entirely since this is not nuclear option or DCS. And then we discovered a third disappointment. I docked at the trade platform and then she could not. Why? Why not enable multiple ships to dock when you force each player to have their own? That was when we quit. The co-op multiplayer is just unfun and unfinished. I cannot in good conscience recommend this game at the current point. It's simply not what it was said to be when we backed it. Maybe it's fine if you play solo, but we were promised co-op. So, they have laid out the co-op issues pretty well, I thought. For 4 years this game was on my wish list. I was so excited. It just didn't hit the mark. It's not enough, even knowing that it was going to be small, even knowing that it wasn't going to be AAA. It still wasn't enough. The game plays like an EA title. You need to fix early game resource. Cotton especially. In my 1.9 hours of playing, I sat around waiting for Cotton for most of it. Tools break way too easily. An option to turn that off would be awesome. Multiplayer flying is needed. Flying controls need to be improved heavily. You cannot release a game where the core mechanic is to fly an airship and the airship flying is poorly optimized. It's just abysmal and unenjoyable. That was the complaint notice I had. Flying the airship, a Wasp did it a lot better. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that's another really long review. But he ends off by saying another sloppy, sanctimonious, fundamentally incomplete title that maligns indie developers who aren't a bunch of shameless hacks. It will likely never meet even basic expectations considering the attitude of the people who designed it. Okay. Yeah, so there are positive reviews. I really like the game, to be honest. The one thing I think they should do is just add more. And this game won't be for everyone. Most of the time you're alone or grabbing materials. They need to add more life to the game as well, like maybe a human NPC rather than a robot, or add events where human NPCs crash on the same island that you spawned on and you have to help them get back home. The point is the game is good, but also a very simple, relaxing survival game. Favorite part of the game so far is electrical system. It just adds so much to the game. So they like the automation part. And it's really sad. Like I said, I was looking forward to the game. I mean, I bought it when it came out. It currently has 8,100 people playing it, which is definitely a lot more than Concord when it came out. Auto dock flying here, maybe add a chart thing to the ship. Upon boarding the ship, we can interact with the chart and choose another dock we have set up on another island to automatically fly to it. Oh yes, and you can't pause. You cannot pause the game in single player. Somebody's saying that the chicken gets stuck. Really hate the flying. Oh yes, fences don't snap unless you put them on a foundation. So if you're trying to fence your garden, the fences don't snap to each other on the ground. Inventory stacking. Here's somebody talking about inventory stacking, additional storage that can be attached to the drill. I didn't even know. Okay, that might be a problem. Craft from container. They're talking about that. The journal. They say the journal should be able to potentially track tasks. That actually would be nice. A wristwatch. They can track the time, day, and weather. That might be nice. Change settings in pre-game for worlds that are already made. So once you've made a world, you can't switch from the standard to the more relaxed settings. Change it so that airships can have seats, so it's not bound to who just created and crafted the airship. For multiplayer, character creator seems to be almost non-existent. Maybe I'm missing something, but building snapping for buildings. Building fencing seems almost impossible to line them up. Same with placing furniture. So adding a grid snapping feature would be nice. Additionally, for building, add walls that extend out horizontally from a wall rather than vertically. Half walls that can have items placed on top of them, like storage, etc. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of people have a lot of similar concerns and complaints about the game. Like I said, right as it sits right now, I would not feel comfortable recommending people buy the game at full price. Especially if you're looking for a multiplayer experience, it doesn't sound like it is a very well thought out or nice feature. However, if you're just interested in chilling on your own, you don't mind the lack of quests or goals, maybe that's up to you. I would definitely still recommend waiting for a sale. Either way. I don't know. What do y'all think of the game? Let me know. Leave a comment. Now, I do believe, yes, DP has told me he can't do V Rising tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll probably have some fun in Guild Wars 2. Since I was supposed to do that today and put it off for this game. So if y'all don't want to miss all the fun chaos, you haven't already, you know what to do. All the fun clicky things YouTube wants you to do. And give me a second. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy at the moment. Let me end off by thanking everybody that has stopped by this morning. You are all awesome. Starting from the bottom up, thank you to Wolf of Midnight for hanging out. Let me know if we are, no, we're not on for this Thursday, so it would be next Thursday, right? Thank you to Kay for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you're having fun with Red Dead 2. Thank you to CP70 for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate you. And I look forward to whatever we do on Friday. Let me know. Thank you to Nicholas Patton for stopping in and hanging out. And as always, for the fun information about different games. Always appreciate that. And thank you to Rorschach for stopping in and saying good morning, even though you were still wiping the sleep out of your eyes. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kay. You too. Next week. You'll get Solarpunk for $10 no more. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend getting it at the full price, which, like I said, is too bad. I've been looking forward to this game. But I'm not going to glaze it just because, you know, I enjoyed a demo. And of course, for those of you who popped in and out, or perhaps you lurked, well, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And with all that, I need to go gargle with some salt water because my throat hurts so bad. You lovely folks have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Until next time, bye for now.